Welcome to episode 9 of the One Day at a Time podcast. I'm your host Sanjna and I'm a mindset coach. I help women across the globe to create a life which is in alignment with their true selves without feeling overwhelmed. Hello everyone, hope you all are doing good. In today's episode, I want to talk to you guys about what lack of clarity is costing you. And trust me, it's costing you a lot. So, I want to start with this. Do you love what you do? It can be anything, it can be your career, your regular day to day activities, or something that you do for fun on weekends, or any such things. Have you paid attention to how you feel about them while you're doing it and after you've done it? And I think an even more important question would be that do you even want to do these things, or are you doing it because people around you are doing very similar things and you feel totally normal about it? One example that I can think about is, jobs. It's quite common to hate your jobs. Even though you hate your jobs, are you just moving along because most of the people around you are just living life that way? If you're not happy in the job that you're working in, have you ever thought about what your life would look like if you were in there, and if you were in a happy job? Imagine, like, if you were working on things that absolutely bring you joy, if you were working with people who are encouraging each other to grow instead of gossiping and feeling jealous of one another, and you're working at a place that you want to, like, it can be a high rise building, or it can be a co-working space, or it can be from the comfort of your home, or it can be a combination of these things, really. And have you ever thought about living in a location that you would really enjoy? If you're living, like, in a small town and you really enjoy living in big cities, have you imagined that, and have you tried to do something about it? Or do you end up feeling that, oh no, I'm from a small town, it's going to be really difficult for me to go live in a big city? Or if you are from a big city and you want to live in a place that's close by to a beach, or that's surrounded with greenery, have you ever imagined these kind of things? And I want to ask you if you have thought about these things very deeply. It's not just a one-off thing where, oh, once in a while you think that, or what would my life look like if it was like that? No, not that. Like, thinking about these things deeply, actively, giving some time to it and figuring out how you can make that happen. If you haven't done that, my guess is that you're worried about disappointing yourself, because you think that this kind of a life doesn't exist, where you love your job and you're living in a place that you love and you're working with people who are encouraging each other. You feel like these things are too good to be true. And another thing is, by not thinking about your dream life, you think that you're being realistic, because you feel like that's not gonna happen anyways, so I am being realistic by not paying attention to them. And what about your goals? Like, what are you working towards, and what do you want to achieve, and what's the next major purchase you are looking forward to make? Have you thought about these things, or are you just wanting them because of the marketing that's around us? You type something into Google and go to any place on the internet, all you can see is the ads of the things you Googled about. And this, I'm going to explain it to you purely based on psychology. What happens is that the more times you see a certain thing, the easier it is for your brain to recognize it and process. And the more your brain recognizes it, the more you move in that direction. And when you're already in this flow, right, and some people come and give you opinions about those things or suggestions, this adds to that process. You become more certain and you move in more speed, like, you just go in that direction. And it's great if that's something that you want and that's something that brings you joy, but it's absolute bummer if that's not something which is going to bring you joy. It's a waste of time, it's waste of energy, it's a waste of money. it's like you're moving in the opposite direction of where you want to go. And another example is that you work at jobs that you don't like because you quote unquote should be working there because it's a top company, or you buy cars, or you buy fancy televisions, or you buy certain gadgets, or you even make a purchase of a house because these things are a symbol of success as per people around you. And don't get me wrong, it's even people around me as well. So in general, in terms of societal standards, those things are seen as a symbol of success. And do you actually want these things? Have you thought about it? Or do did you want that job, or did you want that car because people around you made you feel that until you have these things you're not going to be successful? Because if that's the case, I am here to tell you that you need to get out of that bubble, and you need to gain clarity on who you actually are, like what brings you happiness, what is your true self. Having answers to these questions will help you make better decisions in life. It will make you focus on what matters to you, so that you can live a life that you absolutely love, and not what's quote unquote successful as per the society. Because you know what, most people in our society chase these things in order to become successful, and they think that success will bring them happiness. And this order of attaining happiness is totally screwed up. And based on what's worked for me, and based on the studies that I've done, here's the order. And like, pay attention to this and see how you feel about it compared to the previous one that I told you. So the first one is gain clarity on who you are and what brings you happiness. So this is the first thing. And the second thing is that And the second thing is that gain clarity on what you can do in order to experience that thing which is going to bring you happiness. So for example, if freedom is going to bring you happiness, for one person freedom might be to live anywhere in the world. They don't want to like own a lot of things. They want to be free, and they want to move around with a lot of ease. That might be freedom for one particular person, whereas for another person freedom might be that having a secure place to live in, having my own house to live in. So that can mean freedom to them. So you see what is going to bring you happiness, and what you can do in order to experience that particular thing that you're looking for. So, and this thing becomes your goal. So having a house, or decluttering your life and moving to another country, like these things become your goal. And then when you enjoy the process of working towards your dream life, right, when you're setting goals, when you're achieving them, and you're enjoying that process, you will experience success in a very efficient way. And you need to work from a place of gratitude and happiness in order to be successful, and not from a place where you think that once you're successful you'll be happy, and then you will feel grateful for it. It's not that way. I want you to think about it seriously. Take 30 minutes out of your schedule and visualize your dream life. Like, play on some nice music, close your eyes, and just imagine what your life would look like if you'd love each and every aspect of it. It's not a lot of time, to be honest. I think it's the time that you spend on a Netflix episode or scrolling through Instagram. Well, I think you spend more than 30 minutes in a week scrolling on Instagram, so it's not a lot of time. And also, don't worry about whether it's realistic or not, whether it's possible for you to create that or not. Just imagine just focus on what is that, how later we can figure that out. And just because you're imagining it doesn't mean that you have to do everything. No, it's not that. For now, just visualize on how your life would look like. And if you haven't taken out the time to figure out who you are, what you love, how you want your life to be like, what do you want to do on a day-to-day basis, you aren't living in alignment with your true self. And when these are all the things that's going to bring you clarity. If you have not figured out that, that means you do not have clarity about yourself. And when you don't have clarity about yourself, you are not living in alignment. And when you're not living in alignment, you feel frustrated, you feel confused, and you feel overwhelmed. And these kind of emotions consume a lot of energy from you. And because most of your energy is, diverted towards you experiencing these emotions, you don't live life to your full potential, and this leads to having an unhappy career. You end up staying in jobs and fields that you don't really enjoy, because you don't have the energy to figure out what's that other thing which is going to bring you happiness, and working towards switching jobs or moving to a different field. And then you aren't fully present with the people around you. Most of the times you end up talking to them about what went wrong or what struggles you're facing, explaining about your life in a victim mindset, that everything around you is working against you. And don't get me wrong, sometimes you do feel like that, and it's best to talk to people who you trust about it. But it's not right when you are talking only about these things, or when you're talking about this more than the good things that are happening in your life. So instead of talking about what your dreams are and where you want to go in life, you're talking about all the negative experiences that you have had throughout your day, or something that happened 5 or 6 years ago. It should be a combination of both. That balance should be there, and when that balance is not there, you will not have deep relationships with people in your life. And as humans, you need that. You need those kind of deep relationships. And I feel the worst impact of not having clarity is that you will not have a good relationship with yourself. Even though certain things are good for you, you don't do it. And even though certain things are bad for you, you end up doing it. You know that meditation is good for you, but you don't do it. And that it's bad for you to scroll through Instagram at 2 o'clock in the night, lying on your bed instead of going to sleep, but you still do it. And that's because most of your energy is consumed by frustration, confusion, and by feeling overwhelmed. So you can't use any of your energy to establish new habits and stuff. One of the things that helped me to gain clarity was journaling, and I still journal. I journal every day, and the journal that I use is freeform. I just sit down, put on a timer, and write whatever comes into my mind. But I also love journaling where I have prompts which will help me to gain extract more information from what's going on in my brain. And then another resource that's really helped me is meditation. I feel these two resources, it's journaling and meditation, are great for a beginner. I mean, they're good for everyone, but I feel they're excellent for a beginner who is just getting to know about themselves. So in order to make it helpful for you guys, I've put together a workbook with journaling prompts, and I have a guided meditation audio clip that you can use to gain clarity. It is available for free on my website. Make sure you go to www.sanjanaraj.com to download them. I will also leave the link in the show notes or description box, depending on where you're listening to this, so that it'll be easier for you to access them. And I'm hoping that this episode has helped you to give some thought, to get to know about who you actually are, what you love, and what kind of a life you want to live. In the next episode, I'm going to go more in detail about gaining clarity, so stay tuned for that, and make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss the next episode. If you have any queries or topics that you want me to talk about, then send me a message on Instagram. I'm available at mycoachsanjna. So thank you for listening, guys. I'll see you in the next episode.